Yeah, this is the Kashin show. He's my first guest, Nesta. One of my YGs from back in the day.
OGs?
One of the OGs.
10 years ago now.
Yeah, 10 years ago, wasn't it? Back in
2019, into year 7 and that.
Year 7. Well, I didn't know you that well then, did I?
No, yeah.
Just like recently. College days.
Yeah,
Where
mainly. Yeah. Jumping on the box and that. Black Ops 3. Killed that game. Absolutely killed that game. Straight up. Do bits.
But yeah, this is just going to be... It's like a little draft intro, just like explaining like what I'm doing and what Nesta does as well. Just like his background story.
Yeah, who I am.
Yeah, exactly, like who I am as well. Like you probably know bits of me through videos I've done. I just want to know more about you, the person.
Okay.
Like music wise.
Music?
Yeah,
okay.
Music wise.
So like what I'm into or like...
Yeah, just like what you're into, but I want to go deep. I'm going to go deep first, so...
okay.
So obviously, I've lived with my grandparents all my life, haven't I?
Yeah.
Obviously, my nan passed away December time.
Yeah,
so it was like a bit of a touchy subject.
Yeah.
But
coming back through to that time as well, it's usually hard, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, I'm just glad she witnessed me work with Deji. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I made her proud, like.
Seeing that like it's one of them things.
Seeing that path I'm on.
Yeah. I always notice that people like to address themselves and introduce themselves to new people by either what industry they work in or who they're with, like, you know, who they're chilling with, who they're working with, and that kind of thing. So obviously someone with the stature of Deji, like 10 mil subs, and you're not seeing that, I know that you're doing her proud by keep pursuing this.
Like obviously I filmed the fight last year, didn't I, for Deji?
Yeah.
My nan was around then as well, so I think she was bare gassed for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was happy about her.
Yeah. As am I.
Yeah. Obviously Constantine as well, like working with Con as well, like he's taught me a lot of things, shooting wise and editing wise.
Yeah. It seems like he makes time for people that he cares about as well.
Like I can see like a big improvement in my work.
Yeah.
Being around Con.
Well, it's the mastermind principle,
exactly,
isn't it? Sometimes people have information and experience which you can then try and.
Like I'm at like his Padawan.
Yeah,
I'm like his Padawan.
Yeah, it is right as well. It is right. As long as you're not turning to the dark side, G.
No. Got to use all my editing for the light side, fam. For the light side.
Hey, you can't say that because I've seen a few projects you've worked with some artists, and he's like walks in, loads of pills over there.
But they were props to it, they were real pills.
Obviously, it's a prop.
No.
Obviously, everything's a prop in a film.
Yeah.
But when you're observing a
also,
narrative,
it's perceived in a different way, into like a different light.
Exactly.
Doing filming and editing at uni, I want to. In 10 years' time, I want to make my own production studio.
Yeah.
Like somewhere around Stoke, obviously. Keep it local, like. And then I just want to teach disadvantaged people how to edit and film and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe, just like people who can't afford that much stuff.
Yeah.
Even like the odd few homeless people, just so get them off the streets into somewhere, give them a brew and that. Just give them a brew.
It is right, bro.
Yeah.
And considering the type of area Stoke-on-Trent is, there'll be
It's a deprived area, into like
exactly.
It's a proper deprived area.
A lot of opportunities to help, not just the next generation, but current generations. And I mean, it'd be good if you could link up with like some ex-military and that kind of things, because I know that they don't really get the support that they need after the.
True, like I know some of them have like knocked on my granddad's house and that, just like selling some stuff just to earn a bit of extra money, because like some of them are struggling, aren't they?
It's painful, isn't it, bro?
Exactly.
World. Go and put your life on the line and then get just raw. But 10 years, I reckon by 10 years, when that, where is it, 2029, by the time that comes around, you will already have a successful studio. Because how much work you've been gaining recently, not even just that, but the quality of work, the experience you have, then it's literally just a case of getting a few people on board. You've got the work there, so just be like,
the people don't know my music choices, they don't know your choices, like your taste in music.
Yeah.
Like what's your taste in music?
My taste in music is stupid, absolutely stupid. Like I'm honestly like all over the board. My ears and I'm just versatile. Like, but it really does depend what mind space I'm trying to reach. So like when I'm studying, researching, productively meditating, I'll put on some classical, because obviously that harmonizes the brain, increases productivity by like 30%. Then if I'm chilling, it's always got to be a hip hop. So I don't mess with no drill. I don't mess with any drill whatsoever. The only time I listen to when other people play it, and that's literally just because it's the whole message. And
I wonder who's the one that's always playing it.
It's actually too popular for my liking. I think it's just a bit sinister. Not only that, but bro, the actual substance is lacking. It's all just
I know what you mean,
repetition,
but still,
single syllables, this, that.
It's getting all these people who are into like dealing and stuff off the streets into the booth.
No, it's not though, because most of the lyrics is all like, "Don't care if I'm making how much money from music. I'm still going shot drugs, this, that, this, that."
Like cheffings and stabbings.
I mean, still, if people make that transition from all the dirty money and that terrible sort of life that they love to glorify, and they make it into a space where, you know, it's pure money, they then take the money that they've made, invest it into something, you know, like what you want to do, and giving opportunities for the younger generation, and then it's a lot better, because then they've got a story behind it. So it's like kids get inspired by hearing it from the horse's mouth. You don't want to hear from someone that just knows about it, has never done it. You want to hear it, and then, but you know, some artists they've got a good heart.
It's exactly what I want to do with this studio. I want set up, just like get all the people off the streets.
Yeah. And then obviously, if your brand was reputable enough, then you can start going work with studios as well, and then incorporate, giving opportunities, because I know you can produce some fire beats as well. So like, it's about having a versatile skill set.
I'm new at beats as well. That's the thing.
Yeah. But,
like I'm still learning.
But when it comes to creativity, and you, as soon as you apply yourself, you start making progress.
Exactly.
That's why I like having you as a friend, like, because a lot of people that can be around me they want to eat well, but don't want to put the work in. They don't want to plan it. They don't want to pursue the plan. If the plan fails, they'll just scrap it and go back to work, you know, whatever. And
also, that's the thing. You have to plan to pursue something.
Plan it.
Like you set up your own business plan for your brand and everything. You've helped me set up my plan. And it's just something I want to work to, because it's just achievable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, anything you can achieve anything you want, providing you put the work in. If you won't put the work in, you can't achieve nothing, can you? And that's why a plan is fundamental to it, because that's your foundation. If you build a building on a terrible foundation, it doesn't matter what materials you make it out of or how the design is, eventually that building will fail, just because the foundation's not strong enough to support it. And so that's why I go hard on the planning. But I love how it's like, oh, what music in? And then it was like business.
It's just a lot of business planning, isn't it, for us? Just like, that's how we're starting off at the moment.
To be honest,
it's going well. Also, you got your own merch, not your merch, like your own clothing brand.
Yeah, we're doing bits. We're doing bits. I mean,
like it's fresh.
It's aight, dog. There's a lot of development that needs to take place. A lot of development, and 2020 is I think it's going to be a good year. This year's been a great year, so if it carries on in the same trajectory this has been on, then we should be doing bits. But now, with regards to music, I used it as a tool. You know, as I was saying, classical to increase brain productivity, hip hop to increase chilling productivity.
Yeah, I just use it to just chill. I always listen to like the wavy stuff, just so I can just chill. It's like jam out something like. There's this one artist I rate. He always wears this like tentacle mask. Kilo Jug, his name is. It's proper hard.
I don't know none of these people. People always be naming artists, you know. I'm
like his mask is just sick. He just reminds me like Zoidberg or something. Proper sick. Proper sick. It's like little Zoidberg in there.
That was a piss. That's a piss. My man's funny. He always wears that balaclava in it on the chicken shop dates.
Oh,
I don't know no one's name, but he's funny.
Yeah, it's Emoncho.
He's got some policy. He's funny. Belt as well.
That's his style. That's that Kilo Jug style, like an Emoncho sort of style music.
Yeah.
Quite chilling.
Yeah.
Also, there's this one drill artist, and that obviously I rate, because he literally went from being like homeless sort of.
Okay.
To like.
Yeah.
Doing his own thing and that.
Yeah.
S1 and his name is S1.
Is it?
Yeah. S1,
yeah. I remember seeing a video of him about being homeless. And
he was homeless before.
He's lacking a couple of marbles. He is from the content I've seen he produce. He goes off on what he does, doesn't he?
But his flow's next level. Next level.
Yeah. He does do bits, and I kind of appreciate a good flow, even if I don't always fully. You know,
like you're not a drill person, are you? But he's still got a sick flow.
I can appreciate the talent straight up. I'm not no hater. I'm not no hater, but sometimes when you see people close to you being affected in an adverse way by certain artworks, then it feels almost personal, though it's not. Kids are taking this model, like taking them as a role model and this standard that they're setting, and using it like a religion. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Okay. Obviously, I know you've had some decent relationships and that.
They're good until I decide to mess it up by doing something or other. Yeah.
And I've been getting some bitches on the line just because. Just because. Yeah. And I don't know. I just want some advice. Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Cause I'm all new to this. I'm new to it.
The whole vaginal scene.
Yeah.
I am.
Obviously, I'm no virgin in that.
Yeah. When it comes to acquiring or producing an acquisition, a portfolio of pussy. Like,
of course, I've had the odd few, but I've been proper dicks. Like, you know who.
If you know, you know. Yeah. The main thing with me and girls, right, is I don't try. And I think that's got to be the number one with a lot of things that you're pursuing. Like, if you try too hard, you can overdo it. Because as I say, like,
I think that's what I did. I think that's what I sort of did with that bird.
I mean, that's how it goes, man. You see someone and the emotions take over.
Yeah.
And that's why being calm.
Like, we're being too nice of like a guy I am. I call feelings back.
We don't mess with no feelings around here. And I will say the word slut. And that's what it is, man. People get hold of this social media and then think just because they're getting some numbers that all of a sudden they're at this level, which clearly they're not. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Do you know, if you're not at that level, then you're not at that level. So active narcissism as well. I would even go as far to say a narcissistic sociopath. And it's not even just her that does it. Bare man.
Yeah.
Basically every man. They get this. Do you know how?
Obviously, I am a bit, but not too much, just because all my clients are all online, aren't they? So I have to be on social. I have to be regularly onto social media.
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm not that too deep in it. Just like, I don't know, being bare weird.
Yeah.
Just like,
you just do bits, you do, don't you? You do bits, you.
Bits,
I don't know if anybody watching this is on your snap, but you're doing bits.
No.
Nah. Okay, good. if there's anybody who's watching this that wants some advice, know your worth and enforce that worth. Don't even know your worth, actually. Decide it. And don't base it on how many numbers you got on social media. Base it off what you've achieved, who you think you are, and what you believe you deserve, ain't it? And if anybody does not meet them requirements, honestly tell them. Don't avoid the message. Don't be ignorant. Don't leave them on. Like, just message them saying, look, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Bum feelings, not worth getting that attached, because at the end of the day, no state is constant forever, and eventually, chances are something will fail, unless it's built on that strong foundation.
Yeah, I appreciate them wise words.
I don't know if they're wise, but that's my opinion.
Still hard though, still hard.
Why do you?
Yeah.
Why do you? I got a question for you.
What's that?
What's your favourite shoe?
My favourite shoe?
Out of every shoe on the planet, what's your favourite shoe?
You know what? Even though they're very expensive, I like the Back to the Future shoe.
That's like what I was saying.
Is it the Air Mag one?
Yeah.
Sick.
They fire on me. That's some next level. Big 30k on the size. Not size. Stock X, is it?
Because like, Back to the Future's like my favourite film from.
Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I've never actually seen.
You've never seen it. You've missing out.
I've seen bits. I've seen bits.
You're missing out though. It's proper sick.
Ain't it?
Proper sick.
Ain't it? Tell you what film I love. Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, surprisingly, I first watched that on the way to the press conference with Deji.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first time watching it. I was proper hooked on it.
Mad, he's lit into.
We got up to the bit where he went out in his car or something.
On the Ludes.
Yeah.
When he goes down those steps and he's all like,
then he woke up or something, didn't he? And
he's saying like, somehow I got there in one piece, and then next thing you know, you see the whip and he's merged.
Yeah. I cruised him back. Right.
There's loads of absolute gems in there. So there's absolute gems, man. That's funny. That is. My guy's doing bits, honestly. That airplane with the orgy in there. That's bits. That is.
I think I saw that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. They're all on this airplane with hideouts and that. There's bear, cocaine, strippers, sex. Everyone's just going off on some next mile high thing. What do you think of the Cybertruck though?
I don't know. He looks like
Everyone's cussing it out.
I rate it, but it sort of looks like you know when you bust like PS1 car games. It sort of looks like the PS1 graphics
Some
and
64
PS2 graphics.
yeah.
It looks like the old car graphics and that on like GTA and everything.
So
it's
me
like
where it's
next
comparing
gen
it to. Have you seen that original Tomb Raider game where she got them
Oh
square
yeah,
breasts?
yeah.
Yeah, trust me. But I proper like it, I do, and I think, to be honest,
I was just going through and Santa because did you see the video where he took the ball and he smashed?
yeah. As I think that might have been something wrong with putting a prototype in its place where they didn't actually have the glass in.
Yeah.
Because if you looked at the integrity of the glass when it was not in the car versus when it was, that was clearly just a mistake. But I don't actually know, because it might be something to do with once the glass is fastened to the door, it might create weaknesses. But I don't think they'd fasten it with drills or anything. They wouldn't be putting weaknesses with holes. And I think they're obviously too clever for that. They designed spaceships and that could land us up. So I don't know, but we'll see. I'd buy one though, 39.9k.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Bro, that's amazing. That's amazing.
But yeah, that's been the podcast for now.
The Cashing Out
Yeah,
show.
the Cashing Out show. We just touched on a couple subjects that we like, what we do as in general.
Yeah, and a couple of big things and a couple of different industries going on at the moment.
Lots of time into it.
So yeah, it's been quite nice speaking to you, Kyle.
You too.
I think we should do this again at some point. Obviously, once you finish your degree, you'll be an alumni student, so you can come back. Yep. We'll be doing bits for the next couple of years. So, see you later.